Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Medieval Dynasty and we're going to be seeing what is the best way to make your first house in the game. So we're here, as you can see, in Gostovia, which is the main village, and we're in that mission. See, it says cut trees, straw, build your first house, blah blah blah. So the house is one of the few things that right from the beginning, without leveling up anything, you can either choose to go with the very earliest, which is the wattle and straw, which you can see here. You got the wattle walls and the straw roof. Or you can go to the log walls, which you can see the log walls there. And then there's two types of wooden shingles. I think that's the middle one. And then the top one, I don't think there's one in this house. And then the third one has the best type of wooden roofing and rock walls. So there's a lot of debate on what's the best way to go. And my opinion is basically the best way is going to depend on where you decide to build your house. It's going to depend on what resources you have available. But for the purpose of this test, I'm going to use the same place for all three houses, which is going to be the unstuck location. So, as you can see, we're at the beginning of the game, as you can tell from the little mission over there. We don't have any resources. The only tools we have are stone axe, wooden hammer, well, and a simple torch. So it's real early on. We don't have any cool skills unlocked. What we're going to do is I'm going to start from this town each and every time. So after I build a house, I'm going to reload and come back here. And we're going to start with the beginning, and I'll just basically time-lapse through it, and we'll time it. All right, so we're going to start from the middle section here, because I'm going to make it like down to the second. And before we go out there, we'll have to get straw. So we're going to start now. All right, we just finished our level 1 small simple house, so just the straw and the wattle walls. Pretty cool looking, and that took us 5 minutes and 15 seconds from starting in the village, collecting our reeds, which we have to do there, and then coming here and building the house. Now, that's not a perfect, like an exactly perfect system, because I gathered a few more sticks than I ended up needing, so if you had it exactly calculated out. But it is pretty close to the average, so it takes about 5 minutes and 15 seconds to just go out into the woods where you have plenty of trees and start from scratch and build yourself your first house. So that's the level 1. Let's check out level 2. All right, we're back at our starting point. You can see we once again don't have any resources. All we have is a stone axe, wooden hammer, and a simple torch. So we're going to go do the same thing, go back to the unstuck location, and we're going to build the level 2 house. So let's start and go. All right, so there we have our total level 2 house. We just completed it in 9 minutes and 22 seconds. So not quite twice the time it took to build the first one. Now, as you may be able to tell from watching that, I know we did it in high speed, but it takes a lot of logs to build a house like this. You need 7 for each roof tile, so that's 28 logs just for the, the roof. And then each of the sides, I believe, is somewhere between 5 and 7 logs apiece, and then 2 for those top little triangle pieces. So it is just a lot of logs. But that being said, your heat retention is much higher with the Resource 2 than the first one, because you actually leak heat like a sieve through the straw and the wattle. So going this way, considering it only takes about twice the time of the, or not even quite twice the time of the first house, especially if you're being nice efficient with it, I definitely think level 2 is a good way to go. But let's see how long it takes to get the best house in the game. So right from the start, you're going to try getting level 3 roof and level 3 walls. So that's the rock with the nice wood tile. Let's see what that looks like. All right, you know the drill. We're back in the main town. We have the same tools as usual. No resources, no levels, nothing to speed us up a little bit. And we're going to see what it looks like when we do the third level of everything. So let's just get started. Alright, so there you can see our level 3 house, and that actually only took us 10 minutes and 37 seconds. Now I can't guarantee that speed anywhere you go. This is actually a decent area. Basically, this whole circle here for wooded area is actually a pretty good spot for collecting rocks, just on the ground. So at the beginning of the game, if you don't have a pickaxe, you have to rely on getting rocks from the ground. Now it's relatively easy to get a pickaxe. All you do is build up enough money, and I've already made a money-making guide on the quickest ways to grind money early in the game, so you can check that out if you'd like to see, how to quickly make up 500 or 600 coins. And then once you have 500 or 600 coins, you head over to this city right here, Hornica, and the trader who lives by the smithy, I can't remember his name, but I think it's probably this guy right here, because the smithy's on this side of town. He'll sell you a pickaxe. So once you've got one, you can mine rocks from any rocks you find on the ground or rock deposits, or you can set yourself up by a mine. And if you want to see where a mine is, there's one here. So if you can go in here, there's a mine. And then there's another one that I know of. Right here is another good spot for mine. And you can kind of see them on the map. They kind of give you like a vague drawing of what it looks like. You can see it right there. See? Yeah, that's a mine. So if you set yourself up somewhere near one of those, you have a nearly unlimited supply of rocks. But this area has plenty to gather, so if you ever want to set up right near the unstuck point, as I call it, the teleport spot home, just for convenience sake, this is actually not a bad place to do it. So like I said, first one, it takes about 5 minutes starting from nothing to build the first house, and that's if you bring enough straw with you. The second one takes about 9 minutes and 20, I think it was? I can't remember. But it takes just under 10 minutes. And then the third level actually only takes just over 10 minutes. This one took 10 minutes 37 if we round that up to 10:40. That's pretty quick. And the reason the second one takes so long is just because it's time consuming to cut all those trees. And another problem with that is, even though you're in the woods, so there are a lot of trees around here, you'll cut this whole place bare building a village with all those second level ones quicker than you'll run out of rocks to find on the ground. They may take, some time and be a little bit more difficult to spot than a tree, but there are a lot of them. So I definitely like going with this one. If you just do the basic math, it takes just over twice the time to go this route, to just build yourself the best house possible right away. And then you've got a house with great heat retention and durability and all that sort of stuff. Plus, I think it looks cool. And then if you ever want to upgrade it, you got your hammer in hand, you go right click, and then you go to upgrade. And then all you need is Daub. And with Daub, you can upgrade it, and it makes it even better. So, I mean, you don't get unlocked Daub until you're quite far into the agriculture tree. You need a barn to make Daub. And once you have a barn, you also need to be unlocked agriculture high enough to be the goose level, I think. Let's go to technology. Agriculture. Goose house. Yep, that's where you unlock Daub. So you got to get that high where you can actually upgrade your walls with them. But once you do, you have even better heat retention. So they're very warm inside, very easy to survive. Good for children, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so that was kind of just I wanted to do a guide showing people, because I see a lot of people debating this online, whether it's better or not better to just rush the first house or to rush all the way and get the level 3. But yeah, this guide should have helped you. Based on the time that it takes and the amount of effort put into it, I honestly like going all the way to the top. But if you have a specific look in mind, or maybe you don't have a lot of rocks in your area, but you do have a lot of trees, maybe level 2 is better. And of course, you can mix the roofs. The roof for this level takes 7 logs per section. So it's, I think it's the same as the level 2 one. So I don't know why you would ever go with the level 2 roof unless you like how it looks better. But it does take a lot of wood for the roof. As far as the framing goes, I think it takes 5 for the base frame. And then 2 logs per section and 1 per top triangle. And then the rest is just stones. So pretty easy to build, pretty fast. I recommend, like I said, for the way that I like going, I go all the way to the top. But that is going to do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, anything else you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments section, and I'll always do my best to do them if I haven't already. And if I have, then I can always point you in the direction of something I've already done. But I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.